How much are property taxes in Charlotte, NC? Hey, this is Roger Holloway with ProStead Realty. I want to answer a question that most people ask me when they give me a call and they say, hey, we're considering relocating to the Charlotte area. We found your YouTube channel. I say, well, it's about plus or minus 1% of the purchase price. But I want to dive deeper today and put a tool in your hands that will indeed make relocating to Charlotte easy. And here's how we're going to do it. If you go to rogerholloway.com, it's my personal site. You can, of course, do searches there by all types of criteria for your own properties. And I would love for you to sign up and let's get in touch. But once you go there and you scroll down on the homepage, you'll see a link there that says Newcomer, Schools and Communities Guide Here. Now you can click on it right there from rogerholloway.com, or if you're on a different page on this site, most of which have videos, by the way, you can definitely go down into the footer at the very bottom, and there's a quick link that says Schools and Communities. So since we're here, let's do it here. They both go to the same place. And what the same place is a flip book. Now, I'm not the only real estate agent in Charlotte that offers this. This one's personalized to me, but hey, you're here, I'm here. Come on, let's do it. So now you can either click that arrow button, or you can use your finger to flip, or you can use the little right arrow button. That makes it handy for me. This one also has a quick link to my YouTube channel right there. As you scrolling over in this flip book, you'll see schools. Make sure you cross-reference those ratings with greatschools.org, give you a full picture. Communities, that'll show you all kinds of areas around Charlotte, from Ballantyne to Belmont. It's exciting. Lifestyle is another one. I think you get a lot of great information. But for those of you that are interested in how much are property taxes in Charlotte, let's go to the Newcomer page. Now, again, you can scroll through, flip it with your finger. I'm using the right arrow button. A lot of great information here. And once you get over to the property taxes section, this is where the money is. So when I would say, hey, plus or minus 1% of the purchase price, a $400,000 house, probably going to be, are you ready, New Jersey? Are you ready, New York? Are you ready, California? Maybe $400,000 house, maybe $4,000 plus or minus. Low, right? Crazy, right? But the real money is here in the municipal and county tax rates combined, because you can be in Mecklenburg County, sort of the greater Charlotte area. So that's the county, but what is the combined rate with, say, Huntersville inside of Mecklenburg, or the Mint Hill inside of Mecklenburg? It could vary. Let me give you an example of that. For instance, here you've got Gaston County, but you've got Belmont, the town. Love Belmont, by the way. And there is a new Del Webb, I believe it's going to be called South Fork, that's coming. No news on it as of today. But let's say you wanted to know. Here's another one. Gaston County has Mount Holly, and that's where Imagery is, 55 plus. So let's just, for fun, let's just go and click on that one under Gaston, and that's Belmont. Your combined municipality and county rate there in Belmont is about 1.35. Well, that's different from Charlotte. You got Charlotte here and Mecklenburg. I say often about 1%. That's where I live. But over here in Belmont, in Gaston County, a couple of variables, it's a bit higher. So if you've got a $400,000 house and you take it times just under $1, that's Charlotte. If you take it over $1, like $1.33 per hundred, so in other words, or 1.35% of the purchase price. So that's another way to look at it that way under property taxes. But if you go to the next page, for instance, and you said, I mentioned Huntersville and Mecklenburg, you got a little bit different rate. If you go to Lake Norman, that's one thing, and it's various because Lake Norman has, it's a bigger, broader region. If you go to Lincoln County, that's one thing. But if you go to Denver, which, let's see if we have to go back to find Denver. There's Denver, so that's Lincoln County. So you think Trilogy Lake Norman now. Look how low that rate is compared to what I said about Imagery. So 0.71 Denver and Lincoln County. And now if you compare that again to the one I mentioned earlier about Gaston County, Mount Holly. I want to go to Mount Holly. Isn't this fun? Mount Holly, Gaston County. So this is a great example. The taxes, if you're considering 10 minutes away, Lincoln County, and looking at Trilogy Lake Norman, and that's Lincoln County, that was what, like 0.71 and change? Well, here down the road at Imagery, which is Mount Holly, Gaston County, you're at 1.325. Isn't that interesting? So you got to take the combined rates of municipal and county combined tax rates to really understand what are the taxes in Charlotte, North Carolina on your property. Here's another factoid. Your car is property. So that's a whole nother issue. Again, you can go back and look at vehicles and get the skinny. I'll go back, vehicles. Then I'll give you some information about that. Well, guys, this is a fabulous, and I'm sure a resource for you if you are considering relocating to the greater Charlotte area. And oh, by the way, we'd love to have you. And RogerHolloway.com could be a great resource for you, as well as my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roger Holloway. Couple that with a phone call to 704-345-3400. And if you have other questions like how much are property taxes in Charlotte, you're going to find out for yourself, right? And that way you'll know that you know. Love to connect you to one of my handful of great buyer agents, and we'll do the work for you. And I'll be shooting videos on your behalf as you join that process. But first, you've got to connect with us. Best way, I'd love to hear you on the other end of a telephone at 704-345-3400. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video.